Hi Gemini, welcome to Sugar Free. This is your weekly tarot for week commencing Monday the 15th of October 2018. I've already got your cards laid out, Gemini, because I shuffled and laid them out and everything. I was recording and then I had to take a call. And I can't work out how to pause recording on Windows Live Movie Maker, and I've Googled and Googled and I cannot work out how to do it. So I've decided to just start the reading again, but with the same cards and not start all over again. Now, the message I was getting from this, Gemini, was that, well, we have strength in the reverse as the energy as we're coming into the reading, the star in the upright as the block or drain or opposing force, and the emperor in the reverse as the key to power. And where I was going with this is that hoping for the best in the matter of trying and possibly failing to control our gut impulses here is not going to help. Hoping for the best in order to be able to control what is going on inside you, that it doesn't kind of pop out here, there and everywhere and cause you trouble. I mean, the lion here is the representation of our kind of jungle self, the id, the inner rampant toddler that has to, if you're going to achieve anything in whatever endeavor it is you're engaged upon, has to be tamed. And we see that it is being tamed here. When it's in the reverse, that taming is not effective. It's not happening for one reason or another. And when that stuff, when the inner rampant toddler, the id, is in the ascendancy, all sorts of trouble can occur, because people don't want to deal with a toddler, they want to deal with an adult. So whatever business you're engaged upon, whatever endeavor it is that's brought you here to this reading, is not benefiting from this lack of self-control, basically. The inner toddler says, I want what I want and I want it now, and if I don't get it now, I'm going to scream the place down and make your life a misery. And that is not an effective way to go about your business. What's blocking us from kind of moving forward effectively and creatively and productively and pleasantly in this situation is, ironically, the matter of hope. And the only way I can see this working as a block in the most general sense is when hope comes loaded with a should. And that's the line between hope and expectation, and it's a very, very fine line, and it's extremely difficult most of the time to see what side of that line we are actually on when we're wishing and hoping that something is going to go the way we want it to go. There is so often a sense of, it should go this way. It would be right if it went this way. If the world is the right way up, and if people are fair, and if life is fair, and if the universe is fair, it will go my way. And that's when we've strayed into expectation land. And I mean, pure hope has no object. The moment we start hoping for something, we're loading the dice. Hope is a state of mind. It is a state of being. And you are never, ever a fool to live in that state of mind. But the moment you attach it to a desired outcome, you're loading the dice with a should, and it strays over that incredibly fine line into the realm of expectation. And you are more often than not a fool to expect, because it indicates a belief that you are in control of what is outside of you, and none of us are in control of what is outside of us. Ironically, the key to power here is another card that is to do with authority and control, and it's also on its head. But this is authority and control from the outside. The Emperor, the big daddy, the big parent. So we've got two kind of parent cards on the table here. The lady controlling the adult, controlling the inner child, and then the kind of the superego, the big parent figure. And they're both on their head. It's fascinating. It's really counterintuitive. I think that's why I wanted to carry on and not start all over again after that phone call. So in the matter of not taming ourselves, we are blocking ourselves from moving forward in that situation with a kind of, a loaded hope, a loaded hope that things will simply go our way because we so want them to. And we so think they should. And, that's not going to get us anywhere. But it is fascinating, because the key to breaking this deadlock, the key to power, is to overturn authority. So I'm gonna pull some minor arcanas now to clarify these cards, and I'm going straight for the Emperor because that I just find really, really interesting. Okay, right. I get the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is letting go of the sense that you don't deserve to get what you want. And yet here, I think there's a mix-up here, all right? I'm going to go, I think there's a mix-up here between control of the self and control of you from the outside that is telling you that you don't deserve to get what you want. And yet here, we have the inner rampant toddler in the ascendancy saying, I want, and I deserve it. Wow, Gemini, this is fascinating. And as I say, sitting in the middle as the kind of the block, the drain, or the mediating force, or the thing we really need to understand in order to break this deadlock is the star in the upright. But I think there's a message coming from the outside that you can't have what you want, and that you don't deserve what you want, that you are undeserving. And I think perhaps you've internalized this, and you're railing against it inside yourself, and rightly so, Gemini. Who is to say what we deserve and what we don't deserve? Who is ever to say that? I mean, we can't even say it of ourselves, and we certainly shouldn't be listening to any outside authority agency, be it a person, be it a parent, be it a boss, be it a government agency, whatever, be it a law telling us that we don't deserve this, that, or the other. Goodness me. Let's get some on this. Some clarification on this. Okay, here I've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow, the symmetry here is just extraordinary. But we've got outside authority figure, outside representations of wealth, inner id inner rampant toddler kind of running amok, balanced here diagonally by this sense of being left out in the cold. And still sitting in the middle of it all is this. I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is the kind of it's the point at which your karmic wealth has grown so much that it is now apparent. Right? It's apparent to the outside world. It's apparent on the collective. So we've got outside, outside, inside, inside. Because this, the Five of Pentacles, is just the sense that you are one of these undeserving poor who feels that they need to walk past the church when they could, of course, go in and get warm and get a bowl of soup, you know. But for one reason or another, there's this sense that you just don't deserve it. So we've got this very diagonal thing going on here. Let's get some clarification on this, because this might be the key. Okay. King of Cups. Emotional self-control. Sort of the stony face staring out from the stony throne while the emotions all flow underneath. This is complex, Gemini. This is really complex. Because it's the diametric opposite to the Star, where everything's given, nothing is covered, everything is open, because you've nothing left to hide. Okay, but then again, I'm just winging this, all right? Then again, the King of Cups has nothing left to hide. He has nothing to hide whatsoever, because he understands completely what is going on in this ebb and flow under his throne. Nothing to hide. This is really a juxtaposition of the inner and the outer. The inner sense of wanting what you want and the pain of not getting it, and the outer expression, or how that wanting what you want and not getting it is coming from the outside as well. Well, look, in any case, it don't look that comfy. Let's put it that way. I'm going to pull one from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle to see if I can get a conclusion to this, because I think this really is a story this week of how what's coming from the outside and not giving us what we want is making us feel on the inside about not having what we want, and how the feeling inside of wanting what we want and not getting what we want is then being expressed in our opinion by the outside world. And sitting in the middle of it all is this matter of emotional self-control, or lack thereof. Right, let's see what Kuan Yin has to say. There it is. There it is. Okay. Well, a harvest mother watches over me. So the crops are about to be reaped here. The ewe is pregnant. Her udder is full of milk. What you deserve is coming. Or what you want is coming. That I see here. Right. The key to power this week, Gemini, is to stop feeling like a victim of the world around you and stop personalizing the general state of affairs in terms of the strictures and the limits that are placed upon you, that are placed upon all of us by outside agencies, and stop feeling persecuted personally by the fact that the world doesn't always give you what you want. If you can let go of that sense of being, sorry, got to say it, yeah, being a victim of worldly circumstances, and let go of the sense that it is only you who is losing out, because I tell you that is so not the case. But it's very easy to feel like that when we're locked down inside ourselves. If you can let go of that, I think you might very rapidly find that abundance is there for you to be reaped. And the only thing stopping you from experiencing that abundance is your own sense of being the only one who is being limited by the system. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. And if you would like a private reading, the email address is in the description box below. Cheers, Gemini. Take care. Bye-bye.